Local government autonomy will lead to chaos. Anambra State Governor SOLUDO signs bill to deduct funds from local government councils. Can you imagine? This is the thing we're talking about. The state is getting their state allocation from federal government. So why not use your own and let the local government chairman also use their own allocation? So even after the Supreme Court has given the judgment, governors are still looking for a way to scuttle that judgment. And Supreme Court is looking at it is a contempt of law and contempt of court. If they should take it up, they shouldn't allow somebody like Soludo to try with this. We're talking about, local government autonomy, having access to their own budget and funds so that they can also bring development to the grassroots. And now Governor Soludo is starting something that I'm sure other governors will imitate and copy in their various states, which is signing a bill into law that will permit the state government to continue to deduct money from the allocations that will be given to the local government, which is bad. Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo has said that granting full autonomy to Nigeria's 774 local government areas could lead to humongous chaos and hinder sustainable development. So Soludo is wiser than the Supreme Court. That's what we see here. And the Chief Judge of the Federation, CJN, will be looking at it. Nigerian Judicial Council, NGC, will also be looking at it. Governor Soludo made this statement on Tuesday at the Governor's Lodge in Amobia, Oka, after signing the Anambra State Local Government Administration Law titled Anambra Local Government Administration Law 2024. So the law was passed by the State House of Assembly last Thursday. Soludo argued that absolute autonomy for local government areas is impossible and would create chaos due to the attendant challenges. He said that Section 7 of the Constitution empowers state government to enact laws for local government administration, highlighting the importance of state oversight. Can you imagine? So the absolute autonomy to the 774 local government areas in the country is an impossibility, Soludo said. In fact, it is a recipe for humongous chaos. The attendant challenges before the issue of local government autonomy are such that would certainly deepen the fate of the system and spell doom for the expected beneficiaries of the process if not well planned. Soludo explained that the new laws are consequential to the Supreme Court judgment and not intended to undermine it. Can you imagine? It's undermining it now. They are not consequential because from what you are saying that the Supreme Court declaring the autonomy of local government is not acceptable. That is what you are saying. So what other political statement are you saying here that the law is consequential to the Supreme Court judgment and not trying to undermine it? So the new laws by Anambra's House of Assembly are therefore consequential to give operational life to the Supreme Court judgment and not to undermine it, Soludo stated. So if the State House of Assembly abdicates this constitutional duty, the local government will then have no law on the use and then management of its finances. So politics, Nigeria reports that the bill requires local government areas to remit a portion of their federal allocation into a consolidated account controlled by the state. Exactly. So Section 13, subsection 1 of the bill stipulates that the state shall maintain a state joint local government account into which all funds federal allocation to local governments must be deposited. Section 14, subsection 3 of it mandates that each local government must remain a state-determined percentage, remit a state-determined percentage to the consolidated account within 2 working days of receiving their allocations. Meanwhile, Section 14, subsection 4 outlines that if the state receives the local government allocation on their behalf, it must deduct the specified percentage before disbursing the remaining funds to the local government. Can you imagine what Soludo is initiating? Well, I know that the governors will be so scared because that means that almost all the local government will be very, very powerful financially and can plan a coup, can plan even a return, impeachment against the governor, can do anything. It is that power that the governors are scared of, so that they can manage themselves effectively and still put the local government chairman under their control and subjection. That is what I see playing out here. Because the kind of autonomy that the Supreme Court has given to the local government chairman is so huge that they can choose to undo the governor anytime they want. Now, wow, that is what they want to control. That is what they want to control. And it can even make the local government chairman become very stubborn, because it means that the state government will not have hand in their election and also in their administration. Too much power ceded to them, but that is law for you. So if the chairman likes, when they collect their allocations, they fully and direct FAAC, let them share it with their governors. It is them, FCC, ICPC, etc. will go after. If they can't balance their sheets, petitions will be flying as they are serving, because they are closest to the community. Of course. But the federal gave you a full authority and autonomy. Not to allow local government autonomy will create a chaos. Governor, repent, please. Yeah? Why being greedy over the local government fund? Exactly. The state government has given the federal government has given state governors autonomy. So why would the state government give the local government autonomy? That's the third tier of government. That bill is criminal in nature. People like SOLUDO are the reason Nigeria cannot move forward. And I agree. I totally agree. Mr. Governor, it is not true that the local government autonomy will lead to chaos, but will only prevent governors from misappropriation of local government funds. Exactly. Thereby enriching themselves and their families. So when some people call this SOLUDO criminal, it will be as they are insulting him. Clearly, this man is a real thief. I'm telling you, he didn't want to take off his selfish eyes from local government money. Now, wow, it didn't get as severe, I'm telling you. Not only Nigeria, it go lead to chaos. If they work for UK and US, any country that is too centralized never worked even 2,000 years ago. It didn't ask the Romans when you go to hell. Governors are the biggest problem we have in Nigeria. I tell you, and I agree, he does not want to let go local government monies, no fuse. Yeah? Why are governors so concerned about local government funds despite the arrays of problems confronting the sector? It's the money they don't want to let go. Quite unfortunate. So thank you for listening. Let's have a comment over what SOLUDO is doing, if it is correct or not.